Have you ever reached a moment where you ask yourself, why is my life like this? Why does happiness seem so hard for me? You keep fighting. You keep moving forward. You smile on the outside, but inside, something feels missing. You compare yourself to others. You blame yourself. You feel like you don't fit anywhere, as if complaining has become part of your daily life. As if life handed you an unfair role from the very beginning. Today, I want to tell you a different kind of story. The story of a bird that was born with everything against it. A creature marked by rejection, loneliness, and suffering. A life that seemed condemned from the start. Yet one day, this bird discovered a truth so simple that it changed everything forever. And if today you feel tired of fighting, empty, lost, this message is for you. Do you want to know how this bird changed what it was, found peace, and finally discovered happiness? Then stay with me until the end, because here, we don't just tell stories. On the top of a forgotten rock, in the middle of a vast desert, a small vulture was born under a merciless sun. From the moment it opened its eyes, life began to strike. The wind was harsh, the heat unbearable. There was no tenderness, no comfort. Its siblings, as fragile as it was, did not survive. One by one, they died. And so, very early, the vulture learned that death arrived long before any embrace. It survived. Not because it was strong, but because life, for reasons unknown, had not abandoned it yet. From its very first breath, existence taught it that everything would be uphill, and all it could do was endure. Its mother fed it what the world rejected: dead flesh, dried blood, the stench of decay. While other birds fed on sweet fruits or hunted fresh prey with pride, the vulture learned that its life was built from leftovers. When it became aware of the world, something inside it felt deeply wrong. From high above the rocks, it watched falcons slice through the sky, fast and powerful, hunting with honor. It watched eagles tear into fresh prey, respected, admired, feared. Sometimes, migratory birds crossed the sky carrying seeds, berries, pieces of distant lands filled with life and beauty. And the vulture had only dry corpses, rotting remains, broken bones under the sun. Its food arrived only when something died. If nothing died, it did not eat. And slowly, painfully, questions began to rise inside its chest. Why me? Why was I born this way? Why must I search for food among death? Why do others flee from me, fear me, despise me, without even knowing me? Sometimes it dreamed of being a falcon, or an eagle, or anything other than what it was. But every time it tried to escape that thought, reality struck back. Its reflection on sun-polished stone reminded it that it could not flee its form nor its fate. And in that lonely corner of the desert, its heart began to fill with something more dangerous than hunger. Resentment, complaint, unhappiness. It felt cursed by life itself. Time passed. The vulture grew into adulthood. It left the place where it was born. It no longer needed anyone to survive. It knew how to search. It knew how to resist. It learned to read the desert, to smell death from miles away. It became an expert in something it never chose: decay, dry bones, rotten flesh, sunburned skin. What others avoided in disgust was its daily sustenance. And while its body endured, its soul slowly collapsed. The questions were no longer spoken aloud, but inside, Doubt and dissatisfaction remained like a thorn in its chest. It wandered the desert without direction, wings spread wide but without purpose. It survived, but it did not live. It tried to approach other birds, seeking connection, but was rejected and mocked for being a scavenger. Eventually, it accepted the idea that its life was a punishment disguised as existence. It believed the universe had forgotten it, or worse, had created it only to suffer. Each night, beneath the frozen desert stars, it lay in the sand and whispered into the wind, "If this is the life I was given, what is the point of resisting?" One day, the sun burned hotter than ever. The vulture had gone days without food. Its wings felt heavy. Its feathers were dull, broken, worn. But what weakened it most was not hunger. It was the deep sadness of not belonging anywhere. In the distance, it noticed movement. A lion stalked an unaware antelope. The vulture perched on a rock and waited. It knew what would follow. "If I'm lucky," it thought, "maybe I'll taste fresh meat for once." The roar shattered the silence. The lion struck. The antelope fell. The vulture waited patiently. Its heart raced with anxious hope. But as it approached, the lion noticed it and mocked. "Get away from here. This isn't for those who wait for others to kill." With one swipe, the lion knocked it aside. The vulture, wounded more in pride than flesh, watched from afar as everything was devoured. Only bones and skin remained. It crawled toward the remains, but something inside was broken. It didn't even have the strength to eat. It looked at the scraps and walked away. Slowly, it reached a small, muddy pool of water. It bent down to drink, then stopped. In the reflection, it saw sunken eyes, tattered feathers, a hunched figure. "Look at you," it whispered. "You are a disgrace. No one respects you. No one waits for you. You are what's left over, a mistake of creation." It closed its eyes, and for the first time, it did not want to continue. Then, in the silence broken by dark thoughts, it heard a soft flutter. A white dove descended onto the branch of a dry tree beside the pool. The vulture looked up, surprised. The dove observed it with gentleness. "Friend," she asked softly, "are you all right?" The vulture lowered its head. "I'm tired," it murmured. "Tired of living from leftovers. Tired of being seen as the lowest. I never asked to be this way. Others fly high and hunt with pride, and I survive among death. Sometimes I think the universe forgot me, or created me only to suffer. Look at me. I have no strength, no purpose, no happiness. I only exist." "And where are you going?" the vulture asked quietly. "I'm traveling upward," the dove replied calmly, "to deliver a message." At those words, a faint spark flickered inside the vulture. "Could you do me a favor?" it asked, eyes trembling. "When you arrive, ask about me. Ask if my pain will ever end. Ask what I must do to stop being unhappy." The dove nodded. "I will return with your answer." She traveled through winds, clouds, and silence until she reached the higher gates. A serene guardian welcomed her. After delivering her messages, she hesitated, then spoke of the vulture. The guardian listened with compassion. "His path includes many more years of struggle," the guardian said. The dove lowered her gaze. "If I tell him that, he may lose all hope. Is there nothing else?" The guardian paused. then replied gently, "Tell him this. Give thanks in every situation. That is his test and his way forward." The vulture waited. The sun crossed the sky. Night approached. Then he saw her. The dove returned, calm and peaceful. "What did you learn?" the vulture asked. She told him everything. "That's it?" he whispered, disappointed. "Yes," she replied. "Sometimes one sentence is enough to change everything." That night, shivering in the cold desert wind, the vulture closed its eyes and whispered, "Thank you for everything." The hunger returned the next day, and still it repeated the words. Day after day, without understanding why, not because it felt good, but because it chose to trust. And slowly, something unseen began to change. The sky softened, rain fell, plants emerged, water returned. The vulture found nourishment, its body healed, but more importantly, its heart transformed. It was still a vulture, but no longer ashamed. It understood its role, its purpose. It was not a curse, it was necessary, and for the first time, it was at peace. Sometimes life feels unfair. We compare, we complain, but we cannot always change what we are. We can change how we live it. Gratitude is not surrender. It is transformation. And if you are walking through a desert today, do not give up. There is meaning, even if you cannot see it yet. If this story moved something inside you, subscribe, share it, and stay with us, because more stories are waiting.